Markete Harris. I am the lead counselor here, and today I'm going to give you guys an opportunity I'm going to go through orientation with you guys. It's really a brief second. It's about 6 topics that I want to cover, so we're going to jump right in. If you have any questions afterwards, you can ask me about it. And what this is regarding is the orientation phase. Now, the orientation phase has pretty much 6 elements to it, right? So, to get started, we're going to start with number 1. The first thing about orientation and being on the restriction is the restriction period, which is 30 days for lifers and 45 days for non-lifers. So that means if you got 30 days, that means if you're not a lifer, right, you got 45 days when you are restricted. If you're a lifer, you only have 30 days. Now, within that, you have an order of business, and the order of business is pertaining to the things that you want to obtain, meaning obtain the following. Number 1, emergency benefits, which includes GR, general relief, and medical assistance, right? When you get Medicaid or Medicare. Number B is acquiring a state identification, California state identification. And the third one would be Social Security card, which allows to help you kind of receive Social Security benefits moving forward. Now, number 3, house rules. Policies, being able to familiarize yourself with and adhere to the house rules and policies for the duration of your stay. So that means that you want to get familiar with the house rules and the policies around here, and try to adhere to them for the duration of your stay, which allows you to have a more smoother transition back into the community, right? Number 4, visitation protocol. Residents are allowed 1 initial visit and can receive up to 2 drop-offs of approved items within their first to 30 to 45 day restricted period. And another thing with that, you also receive visitations, meaning you get a 15-minute visit to 30-minute visit pertaining to your counselors at your counselor's discretion. All right? So I'm going to flip it over. We got a couple more to cover. And again, if you have any questions, you can ask. Real quick. Okay. Number 5, we're talking about your passes. Now, the passes is pertaining to business passes, weekend passes. Now, with the business passes, if you're on restriction, you will receive pass support by one of the senior members in the house, senior peers, meaning someone that's already been here, that kind of know the ropes around here. For your first 30 to 45 days, they will assist you out on your passes, just to help you along the way. And also, it's a good time to get to meet people and have healthy conversations. In terms of the weekend pass is on Saturdays and Sundays, and it only begins after your restriction period is completed. So after your 30 days or 45 days, whichever one that you're on, you will be able to begin your weekend passes, provided that you've been compliant in all areas. All right. The last and the final is we're going to talk about the cell phones. Cell phones, and this is the rules in regards to the cell phones. Sometimes you have written, and then you have unwritten rules. But right now we're talking about the written rules. Cell phones. Number 1, no lending or borrowing cell phones. A lot of times they break that rule, but that's a rule, okay? The next is, Hillsman is not responsible for your cell phone. So your personal items, we're not responsible for that. So you have to maintain a sense of security within yourself for your personal things, and mainly like cell phones. All right. No cell phone usage during groups. So no phones, zero tolerance for answering the phone and talking on the phones while you guys are in the group. So no phones usage while you're doing the group. No video making at any time within the facility. Now, the thing about that is we don't want nobody making videos because this is essentially our privacy. Meaning, like, we don't want to have, somebody walking around here doing videos of y'all and y'all not have no consent. Y'all don't want to be on no videos. It's just, it's a privacy matter, right? And it's across the board. So be mindful of making videos within the facility. The next would be breaking of any of these rules may lead to a loss of privilege, So that means that, you may be given a pull-up in terms of those cell phone issues, but if it's something that's a constant thing, more than likely that privilege will be taken away from you for a period of time, So be mindful of that. And we always got to be mindful with the last and final one is that the cell phones, right, are privileged. They're considered a privilege. They're not a right, they're privileged, and it's something that you can use and utilize to help you navigate with your appointments, contacting your loved ones and things like that. So let's try to make good, healthy use of those cell phones, right? And at this point, that's pretty much it. So is there any